At a moment when the world is celebrating India as the fastest growing major economy, there are two voices, one from within and one from outside, who seem bent on dismissing that progress. Donald Trump recently commented India and Russia can take their dead economies down together. Meanwhile, Rahul Gandhi has echoed this sentiment by calling the Indian economy dead. These statements appear either shockingly misinformed or perhaps stem from political frustration. But let's consider the facts. In 2024 to 25, India recorded a remarkable 6.5% GDP growth, with leading institutions like the IMF and the UN projecting a steady 6.3 to 6.4% growth in the coming years. India has now overtaken Japan to become the world's fourth largest economy and is well on track to reach the $7 trillion mark by 2030. This is not just a theoretical figure. It is reflected in visible real world growth. By May 2025, capital goods production had risen by 14.1%, sector manufacturing was up 9.8%, cement production increased by 7%, and both electricity and steel consumption saw an 18% jump. Indicators such as the air cargo movement and the port traffic tell the same story. India's economy is just not only alive but thriving. Yet, despite these signs of robust health, Donald Trump announced new 25% tariff on India goods and criticized India's partnership with Russia. Strikingly, the very next day he seemed to contradict himself, saying he doesn't care about India's relation with Russia. He even suggested that India could import oil from Pakistan, alleging massive reserves. However, the facts tell a different story. Pakistan oil reserve total just 353 million barrels, ranking only 52nd worldwide and making up a mere 0.021% of global reserves. Calling these massive borders on poor research or fantasy, much like Trump's infamous claims about wind turbines causing cancer. Turning to Rahul Gandhi's criticism, even his own party members have pushed back. Congress senior leader Rajiv Shukla stressed that India's current economic strength is the fruit of collective effort by successive governments, and Shashi Tharoor labeled the dead economy comment as a factually incorrect. So the real question is, as India advances with confidence and dynamism, why do some leaders, both domestic and international, seem so eager to undermine or downplay its achievements? What motivates this criticism? Share your thoughts in the comments and remember to subscribe our channel. Thank you.